So yesterday I posted a video on the latest Intel Arc A770 GPU inside of the CLX gaming system that Intel sent over. Now, right on the heels of this video was the announcement of the price cut of the A750 GPU from Intel. Crazy to see that not only are they continuing to improve this system, but they are also dropping the price on the system as they make these improvements. So the price of the system for the A750 is now going to be $249, which to me is crazy since competitors' pricing for similar GPU specs are anywhere from the $350 to $500 range. Now, I decided to do a little bit of math on a system. If you were to build out the latest 13th gen Intel with the Arc graphics, what would it put you back to build a system? Now, this one has the A770, but if you were to build a Arc A750 with an i5 13600K case, SSD, PSU cooler, 32 gigs of RAM, and possibly a monitor, okay, but not the monitor for the pricing, you would come out to about $1,000 for a completely brand new 13th gen system with the latest Arc GPU. And I thought that is a killer price. Thinking about getting the latest tech on a budget is just crazy. And so it's so cool to see that Intel continues to improve this system and they're not afraid to drop the price to encourage more consumers to jump in. Now, in my video yesterday, I talked about the elephant in the room, which this is first generation tech. And I don't necessarily take that lightly, because I understand that there will be bugs, there will be improvements that need to be made, there will be glitches, there will be apps that don't necessarily run functionally as well as maybe if you got something that was an older piece of tech, like from NVIDIA or AMD. But keeping in mind that you get to be a part of the evolution of technology, that if we don't purchase these systems, they won't push the competition forward because they won't have the resources allocated, because uppers will say, hey, you guys built these systems and nobody's buying them. We can't continue to invest in something that nobody is buying in. So I understand as the consumers, we take a risk for the first generation of a product, but what we're encouraging Intel to do is say, yes, keep going. Yes, continue to push the competition forward. Yes, push out these GPUs. Yes, take risks. Get the industry to a place where we're not getting gouged for prices. And that's what we've seen over the past couple of years from AMD, from NVIDIA, and I mean, for Apple, it's been decades of somewhat price gouging as their systems were expensive from the beginning. And now one of my recent videos, I showed that the prices have actually met the prices of Windows systems. So the reason I wanted to post this video was obviously this announcement is really cool. It's a big deal to see a GPU at that price point with that much performance. Now, the A770 is about $350 right now. So if you want to get the double VRAM, go from 8 gigs to 16 gigs, it's only an extra $100, which is pretty amazing in the system. But like I said, I built out this system with 32 gigs of RAM, just around $1,000, which is absolutely awesome. And I'm sure you could even finagle the numbers a little bit better. Maybe choose a different cooler or case or, RAM, PSU, whatever it might be, to get that price even lower if you're really balling on a budget. Intel did send over this system and sponsor the video. However, they're not buying my opinion. They're not dictating what I am saying. They're simply buying a secure position in the schedule of content. And they're also helping to fund honest reviews on my channel, just like this one. I think that there's a lot of times where people see Intel pushing things out. People see them sponsoring different channels. They think, oh, these are all just, shill opinion pieces that Intel told them what to say. Intel did not tell me what to say. I think the system is great. I also showed you that the system lacks in things like SolidWorks and PTC Creo and needs improvement. And I've been talking with Intel about that and encouraging them to improve those spaces, to improve those applications, the connectivity between the hardware, software, and then the application that we as users will be using these systems for. So not only do I get to review this system and tell you about it, but I also get to push your feedback back towards Intel and say, hey, these are areas that we need to see improvements for creators. These are areas that are important for creators. And you, as Intel, can make a better product and ultimately be continuing to push the technology industry forward, not only for gaming, yes, there's so much about gaming, but for creators who are making beautiful works of art. Thanks so much for tuning into the video. I hope to see you guys on the next one.